a quiet village nestled among the hills, where a mysterious tune often echoed in the valleys. A soft, sad whistle that seemed to come from some unknown direction. The villagers whispered that it was the whistle of a ghostly flute player who wandered the forests in the dark of night, looking for his lost bride. Years ago, a young man named Veer lived in this village. He was a skilled flute player and often played sweet tunes in the evening. One day, he met Meera, a beautiful and kind girl from a neighboring village. The two fell deeply in love with each other, and soon their marriage was fixed. On the wedding day, there was a sudden fierce storm. The water level of the river rose, and the path from Meera's village to this village was blocked. Despite the danger, Meera set out to meet Veer at any cost. But fate had something else in store. His boat capsized in the river's raging waves, and she disappeared forever. Veer was heartbroken, but he refused to believe that Meera had left him. He wandered the forests, playing their favorite tune, hoping Meera would return. Days turned into weeks, weeks into years, but Veer did not stop playing the tune. Gradually, he too disappeared, and the villagers believed that his spirit still roamed there, calling for his lost bride. Even today, on stormy nights, passers-by say that a faint tune is heard in the wind. Some believe that it is Veer's spirit, still calling for his lost lover. Years passed, and the story of Veer's sad tune became village folklore. The elders forbade children from going alone in the forest at night, especially near the river, where Veer's spirit was said to wander. Some claim to have seen a shadowy figure standing by the water's edge, his head bowed and a sad tune emanating from his lips. One stormy evening, a young traveler named Arjun came to the village. He didn't believe in the ghost stories and considered them superstition. To prove the villagers wrong, he decided to explore the forest at night. With only a lantern and his courage, Arjun headed deep into the forest, following the path that led to the cursed river. The wind was blowing hard through the trees, and it had begun to rain. Suddenly, amid the rustling leaves and distant thunder, he heard a light, sad tune. His heart began to beat faster, but he kept going. "Who's there?" he called out. The tune stopped. An eerie silence descended. Then, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, a man standing in traditional wedding attire, his face pale like moonlight, and his eyes reflecting an eternal weight. Arjuna suffocated. He wanted to run, but his legs seemed to be clenched. The mysterious figure pointed towards the river with a trembling hand. Arjuna paused for a moment, then walked slowly forward. In the dim light of the lantern, he saw a silver anklet lying half buried in the mud. As he picked it up, the shadowy figure took a deep breath and became still. Suddenly, the wind died down, the rain slowed, and the mysterious spirit vanished into the mist. For the first time in decades, the melody stopped forever. The next morning, Arjuna returned to the village and told the elders his story. The villagers believed that the anklet was Meera's, and Veer's soul finally found peace. He placed that anklet in the village temple and prayed for the love story that fate had separated forever. After that day, Veer's tune was never heard. But the villagers still tell the story of Veer and Meera.